Hey everyone, today we have a couple containers of Tang instant breakfast drink and vitamin C. So this container here, this really big one, is from the 1960s. So this thing here is probably about 50 years old. Awesome, I can't wait to see how it turned out on the inside. It's in perfect condition. This is shiny, the graphics aren't faded, not a spot of rust. So this was stored somewhere good. So I have high confidence that this is going to make up and taste exactly like it did back then. It's a dry product, completely sealed. Those usually always hold up. And here's the brand new product I just purchased at the store. We're going to compare the two and see how different they are. I went ahead and looked at the ingredients and they haven't changed that much, which I think is fantastic. The new one expires April 2025, so it's got like a 2-year shelf life, but it's a dry powder, and that's only a Best Buy date, so it would probably still be good way down the road. But this plastic container will never preserve it as long as the can. I wonder if you can still buy it in a can, because that would be totally awesome. And this is also from the 1960s. I'm going to open this up first, because I want to see how this survived compared to this. I go ahead and shake this. It feels like a perfect powder in there. I don't hear anything knocking around. It didn't clump together. It didn't start falling apart. But this, you hear that? Crunchy in there. Because this container, it's like a paper with wax or plastic over it. I think moisture got in there. But if we stir it up into a cup of water, will it dissolve? Or are we going to open it up and it's going to look darkened or not the right color? Like, I bought 2 containers of discontinued celery flavored Jell-O a couple years back to make a video of it. First one I bought, right out of the container, it was black. Made it up, it was horrible. It didn't solidify into Jell-O. But then again, I went and I bought a whole nother one from the 1960s, which was protected. Somebody stored it perfectly in their house. It solidified. It was perfect. I got to taste what celery Jell-O tasted like, something that's been discontinued for many decades. So that was awesome. So we got water. We got a measuring cup. Let's grab some cups to make these. And I'll give you guys a close-up look of all these products before we start opening them up. This giant one makes 5 gallons. That is so much of this. And something like this, I don't know, maybe back in the day it came with one, or maybe you were supposed to pour it in something else. A lot of times containers like this would have came with a lid, so after you open it, you can temporarily seal it up for like a year long. Yeah, I wish it came with that, but unfortunately it didn't. Like, something like this would last me such a long time if I was drinking it. And this is also a great survival food. It's good to have vitamin C in your house in case of an emergency, because your body needs that stuff. That's why I have a big can of it, a brand new can of it I have in storage. Right there. Alrighty, let's get a close-up look at all these labels. I'll make sure everything focuses in if anyone wants to pause this video and read it. Natural tasting Tang breakfast drink. This is 5.5 pounds, and it makes 5 gallons of it when mixed with 4.5 gallons of water. So it's got about a half-gallon displacement. The ingredients right there. If anyone wants to compare those ingredients, I'm going to go ahead and put them side by side with each other. I never understand why they put food coloring in things. Why do you need it to look orange? Is this saying that children need more of it? Is that what this is supposed to mean? That little chart? And these are the ingredients we're going to do. We're just going to make a glass of it, a glass of each of these so we can try them. There's the date code. This right here may have been a stamp with the price back in the day, but I have no idea what that says anymore. It's just too smudged. Got a small dent in the can. Here's the packet. This may have been a free sample. It also may have came in a box, individually wrapped. But we're going to go ahead and try it. Now I understand what the percentage chart is. All right, let's get to opening these. Time to get the can opener off the shelf. Plug it in. I really like the taste of those creepy looking cookies. All the faces look a little bit different, and I haven't seen them in years, so I just had to buy some from the store. Yep, nothing sticking on there, so we'll be good. Here we go. Gonna be any pressure? Probably not much, if any. Come on, can opener. This thing's been struggling lately. Yeah, we just pierced it. Nothing. Oh, can you see that? It looks like smoke coming out of the can. The powder is so fine. Whoa. It looks perfect. Look at that. It's like creamsicle colored. It smells fine too. Awesome. It's not the best smell in the world, but I know that smells normal for it. I better not put my nose too quick or too close to it. It's going to go right up there. And that's as close as I can sniff without getting it all in my nose. Look at that fine powder. It looks so awesome. That looks so pretty. Look at that. Look at the dust coming out of there. Absolutely perfect. That is absolutely perfect looking. Look at those granules. I like it. That's actually really fun how fine the powder is that's just coming out of there. I like it. All right, let's get this one open. How do you open it? Oh, that was easy. It just said twist to remove. I thought that would be easy. It is a twist top, but is it really on that hard, or am I supposed to squeeze it in a certain spot? I don't know. Doesn't say. How do I turn that? Or is it just a... That's a hard one to open. Am I even doing it right? Because it just said to easy measure cup twist to remove. It's not twisting. Oh, now it might be moving. Maybe. It's turning, but yeah, I think it's opening. Wow, I thought I was just opening it wrong. Yeah, my hand even hurts from that. Oh, what the? That's not supposed to happen. I hope it's still good. And this is brand new. Gross. It's all sticky all over me. How did that happen? Did it get wet? Look at the inside, even looks like it may have got wet. You see there's like a clump in there? Wow, the old product held up longer than the new one. I'm kind of angry about this. Brand new. Just bought this last week from Walmart for this video. And I see big clumps inside it. Like, see that big pink clump? Is that even showing up on camera? There's like a giant clump in there. Oh well, we're still going to make it anyways, but I'm very disappointed in that. I don't think it will have affected it because it's still powdery in there. I don't think it's going to affect our results or anything, but it shouldn't have happened. Let's get a good deep sniff in there. All right, compare these sniffs. The new one actually smells like creamsicle. It smells a lot better, the new one. But that old one, I don't think it's bad. I just think that's how the old one was. We opened this years ago, which is a similar product from a few years back. And this smells, I imagine it's going to taste just like the Tang. But no, this actually smells like a creamsicle. This smells really good, actually. Yeah, I was like, that couldn't be normal how hard that was to pull off. It's because this stickiness was like glue. Now look at the difference. The old one is more orange. The new one is more white. The new one is more fine. This one is a little bit bigger granules. They both smell pretty good, but they both definitely smell different. That one smells more vanilla-y, if anything. So, I want to look at the ingredients and try to figure out why. For some reason, I'm thinking the new one probably has way more sugar. That's why it smells so much better. That's just what I'm thinking. But unfortunately, the old one doesn't tell you exactly how much sugar is in it per serving. The new one has 34 grams of sugar, which is 69% of your daily sugar. Well, that's pretty high for something that's supposed to be like a breakfast drink. But I imagine the old one was probably less sugar. That might be why. But I can't wait to make these. And I can't wait to open this one up right now to see how this came out. This is probably like this. If I licked that, that probably wouldn't taste bad. But imagine this thing getting wet 50 years ago. All right, we're going to open this thing up right now. I got to move it around in there, break it up, because I got to get it away from the edge so I can open it, if that's even possible, what I'm trying to do right now. All right, it looks like we just got it to fall down in there a little. It's very tight. It still feels like it could be vacuum sealed. It's starting to rot. I see it, a little bit of brownness in there. Look at those chunks. Ooh, dusty. Very dusty. Just like the big can. Yeah, that didn't hold up that great. And now I'm still moving it around because there's still chunks in the deep corners. All right, we got it all out. And this is the exact reason I bought the giant can after this little sample pack. Because that is looking gross. I'm going to still taste test and everything. Let's get a good sniff. Oh my gosh. That... It smells like somebody's gross, musty culverts in their house. It smells not great. Like this is a gross house. And it permeated into the product. All right, so 2 rounded teaspoons. And we're going to add a half a cup of water. 2. Now I got to go up to the kitchen because this one needs a tablespoon instead. And I'm back with the bigger tablespoon. See that? You can definitely see the color is different if we go around it. I hope you can see that. Let's zoom in. You can definitely see there's like clumps. It's discolored, like it's already got wet inside the container. 1. Now this one doesn't say rounded. It's actually showing flat. But we'll see how it does. And this one is going to have us add 1.5 cups. So this one here, yeah, usually a tablespoon, isn't it like 2 teaspoons? So this is a different proportion there. All right, let's add all our water. All right, half a cup going in the old Tang. Doesn't make a ton. Now this one, just double checking, 1.5. And now the really old one that expired. Wow, that looks like orange soda. This one here, it said 6 ounces. It says empty contents of envelope into cup or glass and add cold water to make 6 ounces. All right, so how many ounces is this? This is 17 ounces, so we'll put a little less than half because I don't have something to measure that out at the moment. And this is going to be gross no matter what. Look, it's brown, or it looks like gross dark pea. All right, let's mix them up. This spoon's not going to touch the others because that looks nasty. The middle one looks so good. Look how vibrant that color is. But that's artificial dye. That's not always a good thing. The new one completely dissolved. The one with the chunks did not dissolve completely. There's still chunks floating around that I don't think are going to make. The really old one almost dissolved. We got to stir them, maybe let them even soak for a little while more. The new one smells exactly like fresh orange juice. Wow. This one, I don't think anything's wrong with it. It just smells a little chalky, if you know what I mean. A lot of dry powder drinks, especially bodybuilding shakes, it smells and tastes like chalk. But it's not necessarily mean it's wrong. So, let's give these a taste test now. The brand new one, completely dissolved. The old one, completely dissolved. And this one's not going to. That's going to be nasty, I bet. I don't even want to drink it, but I am. First time in my life ever having Tang. It's amazing, actually. It tastes just like fresh orange juice to me. I thought it was going to be gross and the chalky taste like the old one. I always compared Tang to this. Which, yes, I think both of these old products taste basically the same. But the new one, I think it's unfortunately because of sugar. It tastes amazing. Wow. A little more sour, but also awesome. This kind of tastes like orange Jello. That one tastes amazing for different reasons. I gotta be honest, the old one tastes better to me. This tastes like orange juice, perfect fresh orange juice, but this has like the taste of Jello. It's better in a way. I can't believe I like the old one better. And because I can never buy this again, I'm going to make sure I protect this 5 gallons and drink it. I got to go find a giant mason jar, or I have a couple small ones. I want to make sure we preserve that. And now the nasty one, that looks like throw up or something. That's so nasty. Okay, it doesn't smell that bad. No. I can smell orange, but all I can taste is that musty person's house who was holding on to this for the past half a century. No, that's not great. But we can wash it down with the new Tang. Well, I got my vitamin C for the day. This is gross, and I'm probably just going to throw it out. I'm going to keep this nice container here. I'm definitely keeping this container. This is so nice, this can, and it's painted on. There's no label to break off. And let's go get some mason jars so we can preserve that. Oh, I'm full of vitamin C now. Just like the Japanese and European Fantas. Why are they light in color? It's because America loves putting fake dye just to make it look pretty. And this one doesn't even have real orange juice in it. But I gotta be honest, this one does taste better, but it's just because of all the sugar it's loaded with. I was gonna do a canning video this year with the garden, but the garden didn't produce, I think, enough to make more than just a couple cans, so I didn't do it. But I have a bunch of cans here, or I should say jars, but it's called canning. So I think we can fit that in. It might even take up 6 of these, but that's good because they won't go bad as fast if I'm not constantly opening them. But it has a unique taste that the new one doesn't have. I actually like it better. We're going to do just like when we open this thing of military candy. Look how much we got out of it. Now let's try not to spill this. All right, everyone. So we just filled up exactly 6 jars of them. I probably spilled about enough to fill almost another one, but that's okay. And I just made myself another glass and drank it. That's really good. That one I actually put I didn't measure it. I put probably too much, but it's nice. It's sweet. Now this one's going in the garbage. Obviously that's bad. These we can put on our shelves with all the really old candy. And I got quite a mess to clean up here. Well, most of it's contained on the plate. That's why I did that. Gonna go bring this big can to the other room, clean it out, and it can become part of the shelves. A lot of dead ladybugs. It's that time of year they all come in the house. Now, Tang. That made such a fine powder. That's not flammable, is it? No, it looked like it flared for a second, but no. Sometimes really fine powder is flammable. Not in this case. It's time to make ourselves a gigantic batch of Tang. The septic bacteria is really going to appreciate all this vitamin C. Oh, it's hard to open again. Ah. Well, that smells so good with hot water. Look at that color. That looks really pretty. Ooh, my fingers are starting to turn orange. It tastes good when it's warm too. I remember when I was little, I used to take sips out of Jell-O when it was warm, before it solidified. That's what this reminds me of. And this smells so good. Isn't making a room smell good? Whoa, I spilled a little bit of Tang. All the granules are just about gone. Time for a whirlpool and send it on down to the septic tank. That actually left my fingers orange. Look at that. It's like a stain. Looks like I'll just have orange fingers for a little bit. The soap does not take that off. It's actually stained because it's full of orange dye. I love the ones that don't have a label. Don't have to worry about them. And it's time for the toilet. We got the really nasty one. And I just learned a very valuable lesson. Do not get powdered Tang in a cut. It really hurts. Ah. 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 Stupid toilet seat never stays up. The entire house smells like oranges right now. It's awesome. Mainly from putting it in hot water. It just smells amazing from that. Alright everybody, I hope today's video was interesting. Thanks for watching and have a great day.